So Apple TV just hooked it up with the first 3 episodes of Dark Matter Season 2.
Nice.
I've watched all 3, and stick around to the end of this video to find out what I thought about them, whether we're in store for greatness or siloness. But before I watched the new eps, I realized I couldn't remember a lick of Season 1 because it was over 2 years ago. So I took a day, watched all 9 eps, let them sit and simmer in the mind grapes till it was all formed and folded into an absolutely banging
Season 1 recap.
Yes!
Episode 1.
Meet Jason Dessen. Regular family man, college physics professor with a smoke show wife named Daniela, and teenage son Charlie, who is surprisingly tolerable. Jason's got it made. Until one night in a Chicago alley when he's attacked by a masked figure.
Are you happy?
Knocked out in a warehouse and wakes up in an operating room. Everybody loves him. They're so stoked to see him.
I need to go home. You are home.
Jason says no thanks and escapes. Leighton and Amanda are worried about him, but they let him wander. Back to his home, which he shares with Amanda. No Daniela in sight.
Daniela.
Certainly no Charlie.
Daniela!
Jason 1's dealing with that. Meanwhile, back in his world, Jason 2's banging his wife. Ep over.
Episode 2.
So Leighton and Amanda struggle to find Jason 1, our Jason, who, after escaping the hospital, finds the Daniela of this world, Daniela 2, and she is a successful artist.
The Jason that inspired the show?
Yeah.
Jason tries to use the after party to explain the situation. Ryan, he's not buying it one bit.
You know, Jay, what I think is that, you should eat a bag of Please let me microwave them for you first so they're nice and for your mouth.
I think Ryan's a no. But Daniela, she's coming around. So they talk it over and they realize that their past is the same up until that moment when Daniela was pregnant. The Jason in this world, Jason 2, he didn't show up. He decided to focus on his career and being an asshole or whatever.
I chose not to do it on my own. We went our separate ways, and that's what happened.
That's where the world split. Right? Where he became a successful physicist who built the box. Okay, yeah, he built the box, but what he really wants is a family. So Jason 2 went back to Daniela like a few months ago, but alas, Daniela 2 would not take him back.
Now we're friends. I'm in a different place, and you are too.
Thus, the predicament we're in now. Jason 2 wants to steal Jason 1's life so he can live with Daniela. Meanwhile, Jason 1 is getting Daniela 2 shot in the middle of the forehead. That's right, dunzo. It was the first, and it definitely will not be the last time Daniela has a sucky reality play out. At least she didn't suffer in this one.
Episode 3.
With the blood of that Daniela on his hands, Jason 1 decides to say, hey, you know what? You got me. I'll work for you here at Velocity, at your super secret lab.
You've forgotten what we built. So show me.
I just lost my memories, okay? Just help me get my mems back, please. That works until it doesn't, and Leighton says, nice try.
You're an imposter.
Show me how to use this box, damn it!
How does it work?
Jason 1 has no idea, but Leighton does not believe him. So instead, Jason 1 escapes to the box, with Amanda following close behind, and they get in there and they shut the door, just a mere 4 fingers away from getting caught. So they escape with their lives, but to where?
Episode 4.
Now on the run, Jason 1 and Amanda are faced with an infinite number of realities down a never-ending corridor. Every door they choose is more dangerous than the last.
Are you okay?
And they have some really close calls until they realize, wait a second, we just gotta get our heads right. If you're bumming in here, it'll be bumming out there. So free your mind and boom.
The whole time I've been thinking, how do we control the box?
We are the controls.
Meanwhile, Jason 2 lives his lie no problem at all and convinces the Leighton of this world to invest in the box. This is an easy sell to Leighton, who straight up just goes $1 million an ampule. Let's do it. Get me in that box.
Salute.
This sale is good for Jason 2 and his plans of quitting his teaching job,
I can do whatever I want.
but is not good for his job as husband and father.
Hey, fam.
Missed the anniversary for their dead son Max, because duh, Jason 2 doesn't know who the hell that dude is. Jason 1 and Amanda bond in the box while avoiding a very close call with Leighton from Jason 2's world, who then proceeds to go absolutely bonkers insane. Poor guy. Smell you later.
Episode 5.
Jason 1 and Amanda find a world where Blair is alive and well. She was the first one to get lost in the box years ago. Here she is, she's living it up in this one room and refuses to go anywhere near the box. That's okay. That's okay. Blair, you need your space, we get it.
I'll climb back in that box until I'm ready.
So Jason and Amanda, they're out of there and off to resume their quest to find the most depressing realities possible for all the Danielas of the world. In this one, there's a plague that took Charlie. And now Jason 1's got a Kevorkian in this Daniela into the afterlife.
Okay.
In this world, Jason's in prison, which I guess is why Charlie's a greaser now.
Get out!
See, they think their Jason pulled a prison break.
Danielle, it's me!
Yes, it's my ex-husband. He showed up in my house with a knife.
But hey, back in perfect world, jerk-off Jason quit his job teaching and wants to convince Daniela to do the same. But she feels left out and she's getting a bit of the ick.
It was super weird.
Jason 2 puts that fire out, barely, goes back to his world to get more bargaining chips, where he finds out that Jason 1 and Amanda survived.
Another Jason came here. Amanda went with him. Into the box.
Jerk-off Jason becomes pissed-off Jason, which is nice, because I like to celebrate the small stuff.
Episode 6.
Jason 2 does his best to save his hot streak on the home front by getting Daniela to paint again, yay! Then feeds nuts to his deathly allergic son, not yay. Don't worry, Charlie's gonna make it, but not before Daniela spots track marks on Jason 2, and the ick picks up steam. Ep 6 is a wheel-spinning affair for Jason 1 and Amanda. They keep looking for his world, door after door after door, and everything's always just a little bit off.
Don't know that I'm ready to go back to the box.
Me neither.
But don't worry, the action's still popping with Jason 2. After being confronted by Jason 1's Ryan, he befriends him, gives him a tour of the box, a tour from which he will never return! So bye-bye Ryan and bye-bye Corridor, because Jason 2 does, as promised, cements the box shut. Oh man, fun's over, right?
Wrong.
Episode 7.
A detective and Daniela are hot on Jason 2's trail. They got a lot of questions that are not getting answers. They want to know where Ryan is. Dude's missing, where is he? And why were you, Jason 2, the last person that was ever seen with him? What's up with that?
It appears he went there straight after having drinks with you.
Jason 2 has an answer. He says, BRB. Just gotta go break down this wall real quick. No reason. So Jason 2 pops over to another world, a random one, plucks the Ryan out of this one, who happens to be a mechanic. Thank God he drinks, which makes for an easy mark for the diabolical Jason 2. Amanda, though, she cracks the code on living her best life. Just think positive thoughts of people, and boom, you got yourself a perfect Chicago. So she's gonna stay. Turns out the Amanda of this world died a few years ago, so I've already got all my info. Boom, I'm the new Amanda here. You're more than welcome to stay if you want. Of course, Jason 1 says, no, I can't. I love my wife, and I gotta go find her and stuff. But you know what? Before I go, you wanna smooch real quick? Future Kurt here. Look, current Kurt was so dead set on keeping it to a tight TRT that he forgot some big stuff, so I just had to fly in here and fill in some blanks. He didn't mention Daniela's arc, how she suspects that her Jason is not her Jason, and she follows him to his storage unit, and then when he leaves, she gets the ampule. So it wasn't all headshots and plagues for my girl J-Con. Also, current Kurt did not mention the Jason chat room or the text bombing. When we're talking about the dread that this show felt, those are two perfect examples of I don't know how to process this. There's a bunch of Jasons in here talking about how it's my family. We got a few planning coups. It's so cool to think about how we don't know exactly how many other Jason 1s there are out there. This is a pretty original premise in my book. I've never seen this before. I mean, this chat room of me's conspiring to kill me, using my own ideas, it's crazy. All right, back to it. Okay, bye Queen, time to stock up. And that's where this season kicks into high gear. We got this great scene where a very green Jason walks into a gun store and is like, hey, I need to buy a gun right here and now. Can I have some bullets, please? And they're like, you don't have the form, you dummy, blah, blah, blah.
And how do I get one?
You have to apply for it.
He goes, all right, fine. How about pepper spray and a big knife? Can you sell me that? They say, sure. He leaves.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
In walks another Jason. Wants to have the exact same experience. He's asking about guns and stuff. They're going, you were just in here. What happened to the big knife I just sold you?
Do you have a twin?
Great minds think alike indeed. Hey, good one. I know, right?
Episode 8.
This baby starts, and right off the bat, we're delivered the biggest gut punch since Daniela got. Jason 2 is attacked by another Jason in the street, but he defends himself in an epic Jason v. Jason battle royale, where Jason does in fact beat Jason. Now, we the viewer, we're sitting here watching this going, okay, we got two Jasons, one of them's dead now, great. Aren't there 2 episodes left? That's kind of a bummer. But then episode 8 says, shut up, Kurt, stop talking. There aren't just 2 Jasons. There aren't just 4 Jasons. There are an infinite number of Jasons out there. And they're not evil Jasons. It's not a bunch of Jason 2s out there that no one's gonna miss. Every single one of these Jasons was a Jason 1 until 30 minutes ago when their atoms split or whatever. The episode offers to explain why they're doing the splitting, but I'm gonna take them at their word, okay? I don't need to understand it because I certainly do not.
I guess this was inevitable.
But this realization that our Jason 1 is being chased by tons of other Jason 1s is terrifying. It really puts a pit in my stomach. I mean, obviously it sucks to be our Jason 1. Now think how that Jason 1 would feel if he was Jason 1 from 30 minutes ago. It's heavy.
That man isn't me. He's another version of me.
Do you know how that sounds?
Oh wait, also, thank God for indoor smoking bans. Because how else would our hero Jason get arrested so that it would make his Daniela come and bail him out? That's pretty smart.
Am I disturbing anyone with my cigar?
Episode 9.
Charlie comes through with a great getaway place. Jason's not allowed to come up with ideas for where they can go because if this Jason can think of that place, then all the other Jasons can too. So it's got to be a fresh idea out of nowhere. So luckily, Charlie knows a guy.
I have an idea.
And this plan does work out for a little bit until Jason 2 wises up, borrows Blair's car, and tracks him down. But who's this now? I'm sorry, is that Jason 2 being a hero? He says, might be y'all. Might be. This was a mistake. I just got to go have a heart-to-heart with these other Jasons. So they huddle and come to terms with the fact Daniela made her choice. She's already picked her Jason, so this is all for naught. All the Jasons say, yeah, actually, good point. We got some thinking to do. Then Jason 1's like, hey, all good, Mies. We're gonna bounce now, too. We're off to find a perfect world to live in harmony and stuff. So they hop in the box. They're ready for season 2. But first, we check in on Amanda. And who's this visiting her? You guessed it. Jason 1's Ryan, the one that Jason 2 stranded in a random world. He's here, he's back, and he wants revenge. Or at the very least to go home. He'll settle to go home, but he really wants that revenge, dang it. This was an epic season of sci-fi television, I feel. Unlike other shows that are limited until they get picked up for a second season and then go, wait, what are we about? I feel like Dark Matter has a ton of ways to go with this. And while I am sworn by an NDA to not mention spoilers, I can confidently say that Dark Matter is back in a big way. I really loved all 3 of these babies. Truly, Ep 1 starts, and it's like the craziest crime scene you could think of. Anyway, I've already said too much. Please, give me a like and a follow. Check out the Mind Graves each week for episodic coverage of Dark Matter Season 2, which I can't wait for now. I'm legitimately stoked, okay? I was kind of stoked before I rewatched Season 1. Now I'm over here going, okay, 4 days, let's do it. So I'll be blurbs in Dark Matter and Ted Lasso every week from now until their finales. But look, that's a lot to process. If I can only talk you into doing one thing today, it's go to YouTube, hop up to the search bar, type The Burbs. Hit enter. Baby streaming for free on YouTube officially. Watch it, baby. Because, as always, to Bimbo!